Hi, welcome to Andrea's Kitchen, and thank you for coming in and cooking with me. Today we're going to be making a chicken teriyaki bowl. I'm really excited. I wanted to let you know that I had already made my sauce because normally I make my sauce and I go ahead and put it in the refrigerator and always have it chilled and then I use it. I usually make a whole container, but I wanted to make some with you as well. So we're going to get started. We'll be right back, start making our sauce. Welcome back. Okay, I have everything out here, and remember I just showed you the sauce that we made earlier. We're going to make it now together. We're going to start out with a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. We're going to take our sake, and we're going to have 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, and 3. So we have our 3 sake. Now we're going to go ahead and do 2 tablespoons of mirin. And I will list everything for you in the description box. Okay, we got our mirin. And then we're going to take and do 1 teaspoon of our sesame oil. I love the sesame oil. It tastes so good. It has so much flavor too. I just love it. So we're going to do 1 teaspoon. And we are good. And then we're going to take our garlic. Take my pan off. It's getting hot. I can smell it. I have 2 teaspoons of garlic, finely minced. What I'm going to do is go ahead and take, and I am going to mix this up just a little bit for a second. Then I'm going to put it in my pan. Told you my pan was hot. Holy Toledo. My stove gets very hot. So it's on medium right now. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of ginger and 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. I'm going to go ahead and put it in, mixing it in. Basically, that's the sauce that I'm going to top my chicken with. I have my chicken marinating overnight in a 1/4 cup of sweet soy. I really love the sweet soy. I think it tastes delicious. Okay, my stove is really warm, so I'm just going to turn it down a little bit. I'm going to let my sauce sit and simmer for a second. I want to let that garlic bloom. When I can really smell that garlic, oh my gosh, that means we are good to go. So we're cooling down there for a second. Wanted to let you know also, I have my cornstarch, and I like my sauce a little bit on the thinner side. I'm not really into super sweet, thick on my meat. It's just like barbecued. I like smoked meat better than I do actual barbecue, but I do love barbecue. But for my teriyakis, I like the sauce to be a little bit thinner. I'd rather make extra sauce than not have enough, or make it too thick and it has to sit there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I am going to use 2 teaspoons of cold water. I have 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, and I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of cold water, and that's what's going to make my sauce thicker. So I'm just going to go ahead and incorporate it, and then I'm going to just stir my cornstarch in, make a little slurry here. Like I said, this is what's going to make my sauce just a little bit thicker. If you wanted your sauce a little bit thicker, add 2 of the cornstarch, and maybe see how you like that. Okay, my garlic is blooming and it's beautiful. Smells fantastic. Okay, we're good there. Okay. And you do not have to let your sauce sit overnight. I do. I usually keep mine for weeks at a time. I make enough to do a week's or a couple weeks worth of dinners. Sometimes I just add it for flavoring if I'm making something else and just need a flavor. So now that that's all mixed in, I'm just going to let it thicken a little bit. There's a whole bunch of ways you can make wonderful teriyaki sauce. I've made it with honey. I've made it with just so many ways. More mirin, less brown sugar, but oh, it tastes delicious. I think everybody's got a good spoof, and I think it's always good to eat a little different every once in a while. I get tired of eating the same old, same old. I love to look at recipes. I love to watch people cook. So exciting. Okay, we're getting thicker here. Just keep stirring it. You don't want nothing to burn. Oh, it's nice. It's getting nice, nice, nice. Okay, that's the key though. The cornstarch and the water in slurry in your sauce. Let it just keep heating real good and it'll get thicker. You'll see the consistency that you like. I like this consistency. Like I said, I do not like mine too thick. I like it thinner. And as you let it cool, it's going to get thicker. That's why I normally keep mine in the refrigerator. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that right over there. I'm going to go ahead and get everything else out and ready, and we'll be back. Welcome back. We have our chicken. This is 4 chicken breasts cut up. I have my pan on a high sear, and I have about a tablespoon and a half of extra virgin olive oil. Just wanted to let you know too, we have our carrots and we have broccoli and we have our snap peas. As soon as I put the chicken in, I'll show you those, but I'm letting my new wave oven come up to par here. It's not hot enough quite. But I wanted to let you see my veggies are beautiful. It's broccoli, it is carrots, snap peas, and that's what we're going to use for our veggie tonight. And here I just have our virgin oil. I have some sesame. I'll probably add a little bit of sesame when I'm frying the veggie. I like that in my veggies. And then to top our teriyaki, we are going to use some sesame seeds and some green onion. Green onions came from my garden. I'm really excited about those. A lot of people use sesame seeds inside marinades and stuff. I actually like them as a garnish on top. I actually like the crunch element. Okay, I'm going to try this one. I'll put one piece down. Okay, we're ready. It's hot enough. Okay, like I said, this chicken, 4 pieces of breast cut up, marinated overnight in a 3/4 cup of sweet soy. And like I said, I may not have the amount right of liquid, but I'll write everything down. Sometimes I get all confused when I'm using a lot of liquids. So I'm not going to add any salt and pepper or anything to this because we have soy and some other things. We have ginger. Ginger adds a heat like a pepper in my opinion. The soy is salty, so we'll salt and pepper as needed once your food gets to the table. But otherwise, we're just going to let this cook. Like I said, we're on a max sear, and it'll be just a minute. Okay, I have another plate here. This is a clean one with no raw chicken on it. The reason I have it is because I only put my sauce that I make, I only put that on my chicken. I'll pull the chicken after it's done cooking. I'll pull it and put it on the plate. And when I'm done with the vegetables, then this is when I'll put the chicken back in the pan and pour it on there. And then I'll place the rice on the bottom of a bowl like this. And it'll be beautiful. Then what I'll do is I'll put the veggie on the rice, and then we'll go ahead and coat the chicken and put the chicken on top. That is the method to my madness today. I love it. The chicken is getting nice and seared. See these pieces right there? That's a good sear on that chicken. So we're just going to let it sit here and cook some more. Okay, so after this is done, we'll come back and we'll do our veggies and we'll assemble. Welcome back. The chicken is done. Looks delicious. We got a little bit of a nice browning on the chicken. Not too much sweet, but there's enough. It's a sweet soy base, so we're good there. I'm gonna go ahead and dry my pans off. I'm gonna go ahead and keep all these little bits here. I'm gonna add some oil, about 1.5 teaspoons for my veggies, and then I'm going to let it heat for a second. Start. We're on sear max again. I want this to get nice and hot. And then we'll be able to see us frying the veggies. And then we'll go ahead and come back and add the extra sauce to the meat. And we'll be good there. I'm also going to put just a tiny bit. Always just use my cap full. Worth the sesame. The sesame is so delicious. I love that flavor. Okay, our pan's heating up real good. I'm going to scrape a little bit of these bits off because that's going to go on my veggies, and that's going to be absolutely excellent. Okay. Let's add our veggies. And we are good to go. We're just going to do a nice little toss. We're going to get these sauteing, and we are good to go. Oil has coated them. It's going to cook real nicely for about 4 minutes, and then we'll come back. Okay, we're back. Vegetables are cooked, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to get these dished out real fast. And then we're going to put our chicken in and just let it cook for a minute more and let our sauce be nice and glazed over it. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Okay, looks fantastic. Okay, our vegetables have a little bit of char on them. They look beautiful. We're going to get our chicken in. Oh, let me get my pan on here. And let me get my heat up. Okie dokie. We're going to go ahead. Oops. We're going to go ahead and we are going to put our chicken back in, which is nice. Get all those meat drippings there, or chicken drippings. Okay, it's on max. So we're just going to wait 1 more minute. Okay, since our chicken's already cooked, all I want to do is heat it so that it goes to the top of my rice beautifully. That's all I want to do. So now I'm going to go ahead and pour my sauce. I only used half the sauce because the other sauce that we made combined with the one I made earlier, I had put it in, so I used a little bit less than half. Okay, so we're just going to let this cook real fast, caramelize onto this meat, and then we're going to just pour this over the dish. And that's how we're going to eat our food. So I'm just going to go like that. I want the veggies to come up. Also, if you need more rice, I always cook extra rice. So you can just go ahead and portion it as you need. But I just wanted you to see, basically, this is how the dish looks. This will feed 2 people very, very well, or 4 people. You need to increase your rice 1 more. It depends if I make Uncle Ben today, because I was cooking for you. I made Uncle Ben. I have my extra rice because normally everything I do for you guys, I'll give you enough for 4 people. So you can add just a few more veggies, but like I said, groceries are expensive. So, you know, I don't want anybody or anything in my household or your household to go to waste. So it's better, you know how many vegetables your family eats and stuff like that. So just cook accordingly, but it's at least 2 cups of vegetables at least. And that's for people who are not really into veggies. My family loves veggies, so I use about 3.5 cups of veggies at least. That's why I always end up making more sauce, even what the recipe calls for. Okay. Everything is nice, nice, nice. Okay, I'm going to start taking it out. I believe everything has a beautiful coat on it. So I'm going to turn off my little new wave so it does not beep at me. And then here's going to be our teriyaki chicken dinner tonight, or chicken bowl. I like to put things in a bowl. It's so nice and organized. And this is what it looks like. Okay, that's good enough. Got a nice pile of chicken. Let's just put the rest of it on. There we go. I'm bad. I really like chicken a lot. I eat chicken all the time. So, sesame seeds, I just go like this and top it on everybody's. Normally what I do is I don't make one big bowl like this, but I wanted you to see it. I put everybody's in their own bowl and make theirs. A little bit of green onion, just to give the dish a little bright, fresh feeling. Okay, so this is Andrea's take on my teriyaki rice bowl. Teriyaki chicken rice bowl, I should say. If you like the content, please like and subscribe, and thanks for coming in and cooking with me.